You guys know what's happening. It is Wednesday at 3 o'clock, and it's time for one of the hottest foodie streaming shows you're going to find
One
anywhere.
of the hottest. Wait a minute.
I don't want to get.
What other streaming foodie show in Houston is there?
Coming for me. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Okay, it's the best one. All right, guys, it is Foodies and Friends. I'm Ruben Dominguez. That is Katie Stone. Katie, introduce our guest.
You guys, you might know Mr. Sherman Yeung from Tobio Sushi, which is kind of in the same area, right? Bel Air? Not really the same area, but we're Upper Kirby, but we're at his new restaurant that just opened in January, Money Cat.
Yes.
Been creating a little buzz I've been seeing on social.
And rightly so.
Yeah. Posting. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the photos of some of these dishes, and amazing. I'm really hoping that we're going to try, but I'm very excited. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but they are newly committed Houston Restaurant Weeks participants. Woo! Yes. Yay! Which,
we're
of
seeing
course,
delicious dishes now.
Yeah, that's one of their dishes. 20th anniversary this year. All of the live coverage right here on Fox 26 Houston. You'll be seeing a lot of Ruben, a lot of me, and a lot of our beloved local chef owner operators. So welcome. Thank you so much for having us. Welcome to the show. And tell us about our first dish we've got right here.
Yeah. Of course. This is our sunomono. Sunomono is a very traditional dish. Suno meaning pickling, mono meaning thing. So it literally translates to pickle thing. So here we have seasonal vegetables. So we have watermelon, radish, Asian pears, and cucumbers, and they're pickled. And we also have a kaffir lime leaf oil on top to give it a nice kind of freshness on top of the freshness, really.
Delicious.
So for people who it's not immediately obvious, talk about the type of cuisine that Money Cat is, and what you are kind of trying to accomplish with this restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, we're a Japanese inspired restaurant. Mm-hmm. We're by no means a traditional Japanese restaurant. We draw a lot of inspiration from Japanese culture and Japanese food, but again, I don't want to call myself representative or whatever. It's just foods that my whole team likes to eat that we've really translated to this restaurant.
Nice. Sure. I love that.
Yeah. Ruben, your turn.
Yeah. Well, she'll pass it when she's ready. So while she's enjoying our first dish, so talk about mint. And I think I know. I think I know what this means, but talk about what Money Cat is or means.
Money Cat is quite literally just a little figurine.
We see them in Asian restaurants and Asian shops.
Yeah, they have a lot of different meanings, actually, depending on what color they are, which paw they have raised. But generally, Money Cats, they beckon in guests, happiness, wealth, etc.
Good luck in general.
Luck, sure.
And that's what you want when you're running a restaurant.
Right. That's why I have a whole wall of them, actually, because I need it.
I love it. Cool.
Where are you from?
I was born and raised here in Houston.
Yes. Hold on. Celebrate. Woo! The little thing we have here on the show.
Happily, very
little
proud,
obnoxious,
born and raised here. But my parents are from Hong Kong. But born and raised here in Houston.
We love that. We have so much fun. We go around and we meet all of these different chefs, and there's so many different combinations. Owner operators, there's partners, there's one person that has 7 locations and is opening up 7 more, and then there's one person that has just one location, and man, there's just something in the water here in Houston for for like entrepreneurial
Katie,
owner operator.
Can we call Sherman an up and comer in the restaurant?
Oh yeah, no, because this is number 2.
He's too young to be a seasoned veteran.
No, I wouldn't say young.
He's too young to be, just he's not a kid either. But so my question for you is, what do you rank our food scene to other food scenes around the country?
I mean, it's hard to rank. Of course, my favorite food cities are like Chicago and SF, LA.
Sure.
So it's hard to rank amongst them because it's so different.
They are different.
But Houston really has its own, right? Because I think our biggest advantage is being like multicultural, very diverse.
100%.
So our food is very not only just like diverse and cultural, but very Southern as well.
Yeah.
So you have this nice, really Southern comfort as well as the diversity.
Yeah.
I think that really defines what Houston.
Excellent answer.
Speaking of comfort,
too bad the folks over at Food and Wine don't see it that way.
This is actually one of my favorite dishes. This is the Maitake karage.
Oh man!
So karage traditionally from Japan is generally breaded and fried chicken thigh or chicken breast. But here we put a fun little spin on it. We actually use Maitake mushrooms, which is hen of the wood mushrooms. It's a very meaty mushroom, so it gives really nice texture. A lot of people don't even know that it's vegetarian, really. And we coat it in a hot honey buffalo sauce with a side of nori ranch.
Hot honey, Ruben.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
These flavors, these
The
combinations.
words that I love hearing.
Definitely.
It looks great too. So
I mean, it smells.
I want to
really
eat
good,
it.
too.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm going to tell you. I want to
I'm
eat that
definitely going
because
to.
it feels good.
Yeah, I mean, our goal here really is to figuratively punch you in the face with flavors.
That
at the end
is,
of the day.
I just got punched in the nose with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. And what is the sauce?
Nori ranch.
Nori ranch.
Yes.
Okay. And do you make the sauce?
Yes.
Here. Okay.
Yes,
So,
make
yeah.
the sauces in house.
And the breading is like a light, just kind of like a
Starch based.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starch based.
All right, Ruben, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. And if at some point we're supposed to be using like fingers and not chopsticks, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use fingers for this if you want.
You
I don't.
can? Okay, I'm
I
going
don't.
fingers.
Well, I don't want to suggest it, but
I'm
you
going.
can.
I'm going fingers.
I mean, it's basically like buffalo wild, it's basically like wild wings.
Oh my goodness.
So buffalo wings.
Oh my
But
goodness.
mushrooms. So
Oh my goodness.
That is killer.
Oh.
Well done.
Okay. That should be on your Houston Restaurant Week's menu.
mhm.
Like for sure.
Mhm.
This is probably like a very popular dish.
it is.
We're
It is
off
one
to a
of our
running
popular-
start.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
one of our most popular dishes.
I mean, I can't believe how good the sauce, everything.
It's a little bit spicy. It's savory.
It's like the perfect spice.
It's totally doable.
and the
Like
ranch
the-
cools it down, and
And
you
the
have
Totally
honey,
freshness of
doable.
and you can taste the honey.
Totally
oh my
doable.
God, Ruben!
Katie,
Ruben,
Katie,
wait a minute.
slow down, Katie.
Stop. What is this? What is
yeah,
this?
this is our Madai crudo. So one of our cold tastings. Cold tastings, I basically like to call it sashimi pairings, if you will. So we pair fish along with seasonal fruit, etc. So that's our Madai crudo. So Madai, with Japanese sea bream wrapped in grapefruit, and it's also
Wrapped in grapefruit.
yes. And also on the bottom is a grapefruit.
Never heard of that before.
Sambaizu, which is basically kind of like a pickled vinaigrette, if you will, and then you have kombu strips and a fried basil.
I want to ask you, you
Yes.
know, your dishes, we've seen some photos of your dishes and they are just gorgeous.
Thank you.
And they
Thank you.
were, you know, you guys watching their in the credits before the stream started, and then after you'll see some other photos. But of course you can always go to their Instagram and check it out. But I want to know where you guys get your inspiration from
Mhm.
all of these dishes and what kinds of things you do in order to look for and find new menu items.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is nostalgic. Basically, a lot of my chefs, they grew up eating certain types of flavors, certain type of textures, and they translate that over to whatever dish they're going to make. Some of us are also well-traveled, so we'll travel a lot. And we have certain dishes or restaurants we like to eat specifically, so we'll draw inspirations from that as well too.
That is
So really, honestly, from everywhere.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very
It's great.
creative. That was fantastic.
I'm glad
Take
you're
this away
still-
from me.
Still munching on that.
Seriously, take this away from me.
Okay.
Something bad's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, this
That-
is a really refreshing dish since we're approaching summer.
You like it?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
The grapefruit, that's something new for me,
Yes.
which I think is really very beautiful and very tasty.
Yes.
Let me see what Ruben
I
thinks,
don't
but
know. Let's see what happens.
I could eat that like in 15 seconds. Just like, what do you think? Like perfect for summer,
I
right?
would
Like,
not have guessed that. I
right?
think it's really good. Super tangy.
Yeah,
You get that little acidic kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Like
Yeah.
you said, for summer, we have
Yeah.
seasonal menus.
Totally.
So we actually just recently changed our menu to reflect on the summer because it gets hot. So we want during the winter we'll have generally heavier dishes, a little heartier, a little meatier.
Yep.
But summer, you want to trim down a little bit, so we'll have more cooler dishes and
Mhm.
a little more on the pickly side as well.
I'm starting my trim down next week.
I'm
So
having
Sherman,
my
do you
third
know
piece.
what? So we have this lovely green cocktail here.
Yes.
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, that
What
is
can you tell me?
that is the secret garden. It's matcha, kiwi, and prosecco. Likewise with the kitchen,
Ooh.
we're really aggressive with our bar program. We try to do really creative stuff.
I like
our bar
that.
team is very
I
talented,
like that.
for sure.
You pick up the prosecco, but then you get
Would
those
you
nice
mind,
little notes
looking for another
that
dish,
are coming
please?
in. That's great, Katie. You have a very interesting cocktail in front of you.
Yes, I do.
I'm very
Next
curious
dish.
because that is
Next dish.
super orangey.
Yeah, and ironically, it's called Orangey Sunset, which
Boom.
is mainly carrot and gin.
I called it
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It looks. Take a sip. Tell me what you think.
carrot and gin. Again,
Give it a little sip.
I cannot recall, Ruben.
Yes. First time on the show.
Cocktail
First time on the
with
show.
carrot juice in it. Wait,
First time
but
on the
you've
show.
done so many. Have you ever found?
Never.
Okay.
No. I was like, but Katie nailed it. She goes, I'm guessing carrot. What do you think?
Oh my goodness.
It's good.
You could just have this in the morning.
You could. We're actually opening up for lunch starting next week. So right at 11 o'clock, you can have this for lunch.
You could
Love
totally.
it.
I mean,
That's
this
perfect.
is
Perfect.
I mean, talk about like good nutrients.
So since you guys opened up, what's the reaction from the customers? Are you seeing us? Are you starting to see some regulars, some return folks?
Yeah. We had our soft opening mid-December, but our
Right.
official grand opening was January 7th, beginning of January. So yeah, it's about the time we're starting to see regulars. So
Yeah.
we've been really fortunate.
You're in a good area too. This
We
is a
are,
good
we
location.
are.
Super
I'm very
busy.
fortunate,
Levy
yeah.
Park right over here. You've got lots of different choices. So you guys are definitely a nice addition here.
Mhm. Yeah, thank
You know?
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're glad to
You
be
picked
here.
you picked a good spot. Katie, I'm going to get this away from you just
Yeah.
because I know you have to drive,
No. Oh, for sure.
and I know. that
And
is
then
too
what is
tempting.
what is this one?
Yes, this is the Calpico Fizz, basically our take on the French 75 with
Ah.
Calpico, which is like a Japanese soda, if you will.
Mhm.
So it's very light and refreshing.
Oh, yeah, very crunchy.
Super Frenchy.
Mm-hmm.
Katie's in the mood because she usually doesn't taste like 2 or 3 cocktails back to back. She's kind of feeling it today.
No, it's really good.
You know?
It's really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
all right.
deceptively.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
As always,
Adult. Really good.
we
All
can,
right,
we can Uber. if we
Sherman.
need to.
Yes.
Oh man,
Okay.
I know.
what in the
Uh,
world
This is one of my favorite
What
things to eat.
is
This
happening?
Yeah, that's a good question. This is our Katsu sando. It's basically a chicken fried sandwich, if you will. So here we have a chicken thigh that we actually debone and leave the skin on, because when you fry it, the skin gelatinizes a little bit, so it adds a nice little umami and texture to it. We have Japanese tartar sauce mixed in with cabbage, so it's like kind of like a slaw, and we have house-made milk bread, shokupan, if you will.
Made milk.
Yeah, we do all the breads in-house, so-
I've
Come
never heard of milk
on,
bread, man.
Sherman.
I've never heard of milk bread.
It's just a lot fluffier, very soft.
No,
very
wait.
fluffy.
What is milk bread? What are the origins of milk bread? Do we know?
Yeah, I mean, so the Japanese word is shokupan, so coming in from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, and mainly the main differences between this and normal white bread is just they use more milk, so it's creamier, it's softer.
Oh, interesting.
I love that.
Interesting. So not a typical dish you would expect to see in a Japanese.
You will actually.
Oh,
yeah. So,
really?
So
So I've
sandos,
never seen-
yeah, so
yes.
sandos or sandwiches, if you will, they're
Sandwich.
very actually commonly found in convenience stores, actually.
Oh, okay.
So there's egg salad sandwiches, there's ham sandwiches, there's katsu sandwiches.
Mhm.
So there are very popular street food, convenience food in Japan,
Yeah.
and one of my favorite things to eat in Japan as well, for sure.
Yeah.
So-
All right, Ruben.
So I'm
you're-
thinking road trip, Katie.
Yeah,
We need to go experience some of these
Oh,
convenience store
for
sandwiches
sure. For sure.
because
It's all you.
they've obviously nailed the whole convenience store idea.
Now, I want to ask you, I've been wanting to ask you,
Hmm.
what, you grew up here in Houston.
Enormous.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good luck fitting your
How
mouth.
do you even approach this? Sorry, you guys talk amongst yourselves.
what made you want to get into hospitality?
That's a good question. I grew up not really into cooking. My parents really cooked for necessity. So this passion didn't really even spark until later, about 2016. I kind of picked up as a hobby.
Cooking, you mean?
Yes.
You got more
Yes.
interested in the kitchen.
Correct.
kind
Yeah,
of,
I started cooking, and that turned to a hobby, and
Interesting.
that turned into a passion, and eventually somehow we're here. Honestly,
That's amazing.
I honestly don't really know how to answer your question.
And we're all luckier for it.
No, that's a great
You
story
were-
because
you were doing the right thing, my
I
friend.
mean, look, you know how hard, first of all, do you know how hard it is to have a successful restaurant in Houston, Texas, of all places? Competition here is fierce.
Yes.
You absolutely will not get by if you are just okay or mediocre.
Yes.
There is somebody 26 feet away from you that will crush you, basically.
You'll be gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah. So it's, to hear another one of these stories of, somebody, finding a passion, turning it into something where, yes, you are running a business and you're having fun, but you're employing all these people and
Definitely.
and it's just you're doing such a good thing for society.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean,
just-
at the end of the day, what I enjoy most about the industry and food, how it just brings everyone together.
yeah.
So why not replicate that on a bigger scale?
That's what it's about.
And we
That's what it's
love
about.
supporting our local operators. Okay, what's
This thing is
next?
nuts.
I'm gonna have
Yeah, Miss
most
Katie,
of
yeah.
this. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm a little
I'm gonna get rid of
bread is not my friend.
Okay,
but
no worries.
this
the
is my
milk bread
friend.
would be.
Of course, yeah. So, of course, we have on the sushi side. This is one of our makimoto, which is one of our rolls. There's a hota ebi. It's basically a flavor and texture bomb in your mouth. So inside we have panko breaded shrimp and avocado for crunchy and creaminess. And on top we have chopped scallop with a little spiciness, a little creaminess, and top with a little lemongrass tare for freshness and a little umami.
You guys.
I mean, I just, the thing is like we go to lots of restaurants and we see lots of really good dishes, but sometimes you just
got to say wow.
You just have to go a little.
Yeah,
nuts.
and it's not even doing it justice on our little.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't because this is just a gorgeous.
Pops.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys like 100%.
So when you were
Coming
thinking,
here,
when you were thinking of
I would order that.
opening up the place, how long until the menu came together? When you were in the planning stages?
Yeah. I mean, I think I've had this idea for a while, and I've worked with our chef team for a long time. So we've been planning the menu for quite a while. So we've had the menu at least in concept in our heads probably about 6 months even before we opened.
Was it something you just kind of kept tweaking along the way, or you had a pretty good idea early on?
I mean, both really. I mean, in the beginning, of course, we had this general direction we wanted to achieve. So really, it's about putting it on the plate and then tasting it, seeing what edits we need to make, and going from there. So it's definitely an ongoing process.
Well, congratulations, because you're doing it right.
Yeah,
and you're right. Flavor bomb.
No, totally.
Flavor bomb.
Do you ever travel to like different cities to kind of scout out the competition or kind of see what people are doing in LA? Or I know, right? I'm telling you.
I do, definitely.
Yeah.
Again, Chicago is one of my very absolute cities that I hold very dear to my heart because their restaurant scene is very killer and really cool stuff. Not really much to scope out competition, if you will, but just to see what other cities
See what
are
they're doing.
Yeah, see what others are doing, and really draw inspiration from that. Yeah, and not just the food, like the service, the vibes, everything really, because there's so much to learn from everywhere you eat.
And one of the things that we've seen here in Houston, Ruben and I have talked about this. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine. It was always a pet peeve of my mother's too, and I remember talked about it. But there's a lot of new restaurants coming to Houston, and there are a lot of new chefs, a lot of new hospitality professionals, but there's also a lot of new chains coming to Houston. Chains that were not present here before. And
invasive species.
Yes, thank you. That is exactly what we like to call them here on Fox 26. I'm just kidding. That is not what we call them. No. But I just remember so many conversations with my mom, because she was so passionate about supporting the local owner operator. Right. And I think it's, especially during COVID, it's really the average diner may not have been conscious about that distinction. A big chain versus.
I don't ever remember doing one with your mom.
Remember doing what?
Well, a place that came in. This is a hit in Boston or whatever. Their first location in Houston.
She would just delete the emails. Just immediately delete the emails because
you were not getting through.
Yeah, and so this is what is just, it's just very special. That this is
100%. Congratulations again.
For sure.
Speaking of special, back to the foodie cam. Hello.
This is on our sushi side. This is our nigiri set. So actually on my left, I don't know how the cameras are
oriented. They can see it.
Well, so from the camera side on the very right is akami, which is the leanest tuna. Then kimadai, which is a Japanese golden eye snapper. Then sakuramasu, which is a cherry blossom salmon. Then aji, horse mackerel. And then you have akamutsu, rosy sea perch. And then kinki, a rosy thorn. And then otoro, the fattiest tuna.
Yes.
Right. So we bring in our fish from Toyosu Market in Japan.
Yes.
Prepare it, clean it, pair it with what we think goes well, and then serve it to guests.
I love that.
Now for the average diner who is not so familiar with sushi, what are some of the things they should be looking for as far as color or freshness or smell or anything like that?
Yeah.
If they're new to sushi.
I think it's really communicating with your server, letting your server knows, hey, this is my first time. Generally, don't eat sushi if that's the case. And generally, our servers or any servers in the restaurant, they should know what fish to recommend, right?
Right.
Because they'll generally ask like, do you like leaner fish? Do you like fattier fish? Do you like white fish, etc.?
Do you like something that has a real fish taste, or do you want something a
correct?
little mild?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
my wife tells me I don't like fish because it smells fishy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
and I'm like, the fishier the better.
Yeah.
It's like.
Does she like tuna fish?
She does, but that I mean that. Does that even? I don't know that counts.
You know, tuna's not even fish
like. I mean, if I'm going somewhere and there's like a cheese plate or something, or somebody's talking about it, I'm like, bring me the absolute stinkiest thing you have in the building, because that's where I want to go. Sorry.
Yeah, but I think Ruben, then you'll definitely enjoy our 7 set. Especially, I'd say the Akamutsu and Kinki. They're some of the most premium fish out there. Very delicious.
I don't think I've had the Kinki.
Yeah, so if you would do the honors, please.
Yes, I will.
Sure.
Get in there. And that was the Kinki, second to the last.
Yeah. So second to the last is Kinki, and then
and sometimes they say that, I mean, there are certain cuts of fish or whatever that maybe you're not even supposed to put soy sauce or anything on them.
Correct. Yeah. So we already brush it with our own in-house made.
Just wanted to make sure, because people might be like, hey, where's my little thing of soy? It's perfect. This is the way it's intended to be eaten.
Exactly. So you don't want to over flavor it, so to speak. Yeah. So these two are I mean, you should honestly these two. So this is Kinki right here, and this is Akamutsu. So these two for sure, I think you should eat. But the cherry blossom salmon is really good because it's seasonal only with the cherry blossom season. So yeah, please, of course. Yeah, don't let Ruben hug it off.
Notice I grabbed it very quickly. It was very aggressive. Wow.
Yeah, and Miss Katie, if you like fatty, then the Otoro, the fattiest tuna.
This one?
It's like no, that one's the fattiest tuna. This is the leanest of the bluefin.
No, you go for the fatty because I just have it's good, really good.
But Ruben, if you like that, then the Akamutsu is very good as well too.
Oh my god,
Akamutsu is very fatty.
Yeah.
Without feeling gross, you know. Yeah. So it's a clean fatty, if you will.
Yeah. We like clean fatty. Yeah. No, seriously.
That's spectacular. Holy cow. Happy things are happening in my mouth right now.
Do you guys ever have any kind of special events? This is a really nice restaurant, though, by the way. I don't think we've mentioned that.
Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Good looking space.
Or just a very, very relaxing, very inviting space.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys ever have any special events or any special happenings? Or
we definitely will in the future. We haven't planned it since we're still kind of in the opening phase, trying to work out our kinks and such not. But we definitely will have events in the future. You know, HRW.
This is a great spot. Yeah. Oh, so that might be your first kind of big.
Probably.
Yeah.
The biggest one, definitely. Yeah.
Get ready. Well, you know what it's like because over at Tomiyo, which is always a participant, and we're so happy about that. And so,
of course, we're honored.
Yeah, and we love this too. How the owner operators, they're very prolific in successful restaurants, and which is great because we just add more to the program and just raise more money for the Houston Food Bank.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, definitely. That's the goal for sure.
Foodie Cam, come on now. What is that?
Yeah, I love this dish.
This is beautiful.
Mainly for the reason of I think it's a very good representative of what we do here. Because this is the Chawanmushi. The Chawanmushi is a very traditional dish in Japan. So Chawanmushi is basically steamed egg custard, but here we put mitsuba, which is a basically Japanese mint, enoki mushrooms, and on top we put king crab king crab and trout roast. The king crab gives a really nice, deep, rich flavor to the Chawanmushi. And on the side we have a leek and shallot taiyaki, which is basically a fish waffle. And it sounds kind of weird, but
this sounds fantastic. Is what it sounds like.
And a little bit cultured butter on the bottom of that. So you can eat it with a spoon. You can dip the taiyaki inside. You can eat it however you like. But this is one of my favorite dishes.
And then this was, what was this again?
It's called a taiyaki.
Okay.
So traditionally in Japan, those are actually a dessert, a pastry. So they're filled with I don't know, like red bean, custard, etc. But we put a savory spin on it.
Might have to have a little bite of this.
Yes, get in there.
We do have spoons.
Yeah. Come on now. Show us how to do this. Because this is unexplored territory for me. I'm very excited.
Yes.
Wow.
So just use a spoon, dig in, grab a little bit of king crab.
Is that crab right there? That is.
The crab, it's right on top.
Okay, yeah. And then this part, right? That's a good bite.
Yes.
Ooh,
get in there. It looks hot. Be careful.
Look at this. Look at this.
So is this the fish waffle?
Yes, the taiyaki. Yeah.
But I just do this by itself. I don't do this with the waffle.
You can dip it.
Do whatever you want.
He said you can dip it.
You can do whatever you want, honestly. Yeah, you can definitely do that. But it's a very heartwarming dish because it's nice and brothy with a nice little bit of custard. very rich, deep flavors.
Why am I just discovering the fish
Mhm.
waffle? Why is this new to my world right now? I don't understand. This should have been around
Ruben.
many years.
Ruben Domingos
Talk to me now.
from Box 26.
Please leave a message.
Get your spoon.
I don't check voicemails.
Make sure you get that and the other stuff underneath.
Don't worry.
Is that an okay bite? Hold on. Make sure that's an okay bite.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you get the king crab?
You got
Yeah, I
it?
got king crab.
Oh
Hello,
my gosh.
Sweet
Wait.
mystery of
Just
life.
wait.
I finally found you.
Just wait.
I really appreciate the enthusiasm for sure.
I'm gonna fight you for that last.
No, I took it already.
There's one more right here. Yeah, y'all can fight over this.
Like nuts, right?
Nuts.
No, seriously, this is one of the best dishes I've had this
Fantastic.
year. It's absolutely one of the best dishes I've had this
I
year.
really
for
appreciate
sure.
this. Guys.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That really means a lot to me.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
That is all killer.
And
no
say
filler.
again what the name of this dish is.
Chawanmushi. So these are king crab chawanmushi.
Order that.
Holy,
Dear God.
yeah, no, seriously. All right,
It looks like a little fish too.
Yeah,
Did we say that?
Yeah,
Look,
you
it
just
looks like
took
a
it
little
off
fish.
my plate. I haven't even taken a bite of it yet.
Oh,
All right,
I
I'll
didn't
take.
know you were eating it.
Go ahead, take it. I just want a little bite.
yeah. So taiyaki is fish waffle, for lack of better description.
Yeah. But you guys have dessert.
Yes.
Okay, so dessert cam.
Yeah. This is definitely where we shine as well. So
That's
the first
cool.
one is our okashi. So it's a honeydew mousse, a guava shiso cake, and butterfly pea granita. And on table side, we pour sudachi yuzu syrup.
Oh.
Now I'll change the color.
Wow.
So yeah, are you ready? Should I move this?
Yeah, no, it's good right there. Is it
Oh,
going to
okay.
change color?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Oh,
So if you already see the color, it's changed to more a little purple.
oh it
from the
is.
blue.
Yeah. I
Um,
see over
Yeah, and
there.
a pink peppercorn crunch with the little butterflies on the side. So you can take your spoon.
I've
and,
never seen anything like that. That was beautiful.
And you can just dip right
You
in,
kind of
grab
see the
everything.
purple right over here.
Can we get a spoon?
Ask the service, please.
Is there one right there?
Where?
No, that's. Oh, you
That's
can.
a
Oh,
fork.
actually,
Oh.
sorry,
Okay,
right in
yeah.
front of us.
Ah!
There we go. Okay, so and then again on the bottom is
Yeah, so a honeydew mousse and a guava shiso cake in the middle. So that's a nice little
Oh.
surprise.
honeydew mousse,
Yes.
Get in there, Katie.
and
Get
the
in.
flowers are edible.
Get in
Yes,
there.
correct. Everything's edible. Oh, not everything.
Make it
For
happen.
the class.
What do you think?
Not good.
What do you think? It's just like a little pillow from heaven.
I will come here just for this dessert.
It's a very good dessert. It's,
I
it's
mean,
very smooth.
what
very
is
complex.
going on, Sherman? Sherman,
The magical flavors have arrived.
who is making this?
This is
Who are these people?
Yeah, my very talented team. This one specifically is Chef Sarong. She's our pastry lead. She's very talented, so she came up with this one.
Mm.
And she draws a lot of inspiration
Take-
from
take-
Korea.
Just take your time.
I mean,
Take your time.
oh, thank you,
Take your time.
because
Get in
I
there.
just have not had these flavors
Go deep.
before.
Mhm.
I haven't seen the colors.
Go deep.
I've never had a color changing dessert. There's just a lot
There's a lot
a
going
lot
on.
of emotion going on
There's
right
a lot
now.
going on.
Let it out. You don't want to keep it in. So, guys, it's up on the screen. 2925 Richmond.
Yeah.
So, for the weekends, reservations encouraged, or
Yes, definitely on weekends, reservations encouraged. But yeah, you're definitely more than happy to walk in during the weekdays.
love that. I love that. I know there's more to come.
Yeah.
Foodie Cam.
This is our last last dish for
Oh,
today,
look
but
at this.
one of our
Oh, my
desserts.
God.
That's what
Um,
they think.
Yeah, they have no
This
idea.
is, of course, everyone needs a chocolate dessert because who doesn't love chocolate? A chocolate cocoa cream puff, brulee bananas, cafe soda, a ganache
Sherman.
with a burnt marshmallow ice cream.
Sherman, you're
So
wacky.
It's a very I am
Wacky.
We have to meet your pastry chef.
Wacky.
Like,
yeah,
we
they
really
are,
need to.
every single person here
When
is
we come back
extremely
for part
talented.
2,
Yes,
make sure the kitchen staff is ready.
I mean I'm free in 15 minutes if you want to do it again.
We could, but it's better to make them wait for it.
Hmm.
Just kind of bait the hook, tease them a little bit.
Yeah, so that chocolate dessert is very decadent without being overly too rich dessert.
It looks amazing.
Oh no, it's not decadent.
No.
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 I mean, this is what I'm thinking, Ruben. This is such a great group restaurant. You know, like if you want
They're set up
dishes
for it.
that are going to be like, wow, and people are going to like taking photos and stuff like that. Like this is that kind of,
Instagrammable.
no, this is that kind of restaurant because not every restaurant is. Like a lot of dishes are, some of them are really good, but they're not as photogenic.
Yeah.
These
They don't
dishes
have the
have
curb appeal.
everything. They can take really good pictures. I mean, we obviously have lighting and stuff, but and everything tastes fantastic.
I mean, our dishes are meant to be shared amongst people too. So bring a friend.
Yeah.
Just so you can really experience more, so you're not obligated to. I mean, I'm sure you can eat this whole product by yourself.
Get in
but-
there. What is it?
Chocolate.
Looks like a little truffle.
Yes, it's a little cream puff.
With
Yeah.
caramel.
Yeah.
And try it with the smoked marshmallow ice cream.
Get
and
the
a little of the,
what?
Get the smoked marshmallow.
smoked marshmallow ice cream, and
It's
we
only
do
one
all
thing
that
on
in
there,
house.
No,
Brulee
no, I did
bananas.
not.
Everything.
That's what this is?
Yeah, that's the smoked
Get in
marshmallow
there.
ice cream. But yeah, I
Get
mean,
in there.
really, to summarize everything, all our dishes is very thought. There's a lot of thought that goes
You can
into
tell.
everything. So we do everything for a reason. So
Yeah,
Winner all the way around.
thanks
for
for
sure.
Sherman,
And
impressed.
Thank you, Ruben.
Impressed.
very, very thankful. Very,
Yes.
very happy.
Thank
Another,
you for
Great menu.
first time.
Yep. Great menu.
Yeah,
Place looks great.
beautiful restaurant.
Very nice vibe.
Thank you.
Wonderful menu.
I put
Great
this wallpaper
drinks.
up on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I risked
You're
my
very
life
handy.
Doing no,
You're
I-
Oh, I love
incredibly
it.
handy.
Don't look up close.
Incredibly handy.
Great.
And great playlist. We walked through the
Really
door.
good.
We were
Oh, yeah,
digging
that
the
was it,
music,
yeah.
man.
Oh,
The
yeah.
music
I was
was great.
Shazamming the
Yeah,
the
that's
playlist.
always a good sign.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, much continued success. I hope we get to see
so
you
much,
again
Ruben.
soon. I
Yeah,
hope we're visiting.
likewise.
We'll be seeing you definitely for HRW's
Yeah,
20th anniversary.
Menus
We'll
go
be here.
live July 15th, you guys,
Mhm.
as always. So make sure this is definitely going to be one of those
Gonna
menus
be
to
big.
watch for sure. So we're excited.
Thanks
So
for
thank
All right,
you
we
for-
got to get out of here. We're running out of time,
Yeah.
folks. Hours are up there. Give them a follow on the socials
Yeah.
at MoneyCat HTX. Guys, we are out of here. It's been fun. I'm Ruben Dominguez. That's Katie Stone. We'll see you next time. Peace.
See you guys. Bye. There's those pictures. So photogenic.